Welcome to this deep dive. You are tuning into a really fascinating one today. We are looking into a landmark Mexican Supreme Court ruling.
Yeah, specifically ruling 2880/2020, along with some really solid reporting from the La Sierrota.
Right. And our mission today is basically to extract the exact limits of police power regarding, your digital data and your physical home.
Exactly. We are looking at how the court firmly closed the loophole on what they call disguised searches.
Okay, let's unpack this. The whole origin story here is a defendant who challenged the legality of the evidence used against them.
Specifically, their phone logs. And a physical home search, too.
Right. The defense argued that both of these things violated constitutional boundaries, meaning the evidence was basically fruit of the poisonous tree.
So looking at the phone logs first, even though these records only show metadata,
Like the numbers dialed or the duration and the dates, right?
not the actual audio of the call.
Yeah.
But the Supreme Court ruled they are completely protected under the right to inviolable private communications.
Which totally makes sense. But wait, in this specific case, the police actually got a judge to authorize pulling those records. Why wasn't a judge's green light enough?
Because jurisdiction really matters here. The local judge overstepped.
Ah, so they needed a different judge.
Only a federal judge has the authority to grant access to telecommunications data. A local judge giving the authorization makes the resulting evidence completely invalid.
Got it.
What's fascinating here is that the court officially recognized that metadata is just as revealing of your private life as the actual conversation.
Because it paints such an intimate picture of your daily habits.
Exactly. Who you call, when, for how long. It requires the exact same legal reverence and protection as wiretapping a live call. Your right covers the data about the call, not just the audio.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Let's look at the physical home search. The police searched this person's residence without a warrant, yet they still got inside.
Yep, they did.
How did they justify that bypass?
They used a classic legal loophole found in Article 290 of the Criminal Code. It allows authorities to enter a premises without a warrant if they have consent.
But they didn't get consent from the actual occupant.
No, they completely bypassed the person living there. They went to the owner of the property, the landlord, and got their permission to go inside.
Wow. It's one thing for a landlord to let a plumber in to fix a leaky pipe, but letting the police in to toss your apartment is a completely different ballgame.
A totally different ballgame. And the Supreme Court struck down the practice of these disguised searches entirely.
So a landlord cannot just negotiate away your rights.
Precisely. They ruled that under Article 290, consent must be given freely, spontaneously, and crucially by the actual inhabitant of the home, not just the property owner.
And this is exactly why you should care about this ruling. It guarantees that authorities cannot sidestep your constitutional rights in the name of investigative efficiency.
Right. Your privacy is yours alone, whether it is the walls of your apartment or the call history on your phone.
So what does this all mean for the justice system moving forward?
Well, if police break these strict rules, the evidence is illicit and gets thrown out of court.
They're sending a very clear message that the rules matter.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the court is forcing investigations to prioritize due process over shortcuts. Constitutional guarantees just aren't flexible.
As technology makes our personal data even more accessible and pervasive, it really leaves you wondering.
Oh, absolutely.
How might future courts define the boundaries of our physical and digital homes when entirely new surveillance tools start blurring the lines between the two?
That is the big question going forward.
Definitely something for you to ponder. Thanks for taking this deep here with us.